Yeah, I am this next summer show. I am skipping my son's first birthday to go to the Kentuckiana GI Joe and Toy Expo.
That's the
Thank you. You
spirit.
got to get your priorities right. I've
That's
been trying to say
dedication
that
right
for a long
there.
time, Terry, and it's about time you figured that out. Good.
That's dedication. What example are
Yeah,
you going to teach your son? I mean,
GI Joe's first.
right, man. It's his first birthday. I mean, what am I missing? You know?
I want to see him. I haven't
hopefully
even
he's
gotten
around.
to see
Hopefully he's
him.
around a really long time. There's going to be more birthdays.
I've
Now
only
we'll
seen
have
him in like I've
we're
only
gonna have
seen
a
him in pictures of bassinets. I haven't even gotten to hold him and teach him his new uncle's name, Uncle Day Day.
well. He actually went to Winterfest. He came
Yeah, I
in
was
for
gonna
a little
say.
bit, went
He
around.
did.
Yeah,
Hey, that's not fair.
yeah, he
Robert
sure did.
Robert was the star of Winterfest. Everybody was like, "Oh, look at that baby!"
And
And
everybody was so uh, happy to see him and Ivy together, and the way she was pushing the stroller around. So
well, it was
Did they
weird
get?
because I
Did
said,
they?
"Look at that baby," and somebody said, "No, that's Terry." And I said, "No, Terry, it's not the
That,
baby. He's pushing the baby."
it is though. Look at him.
that's
He's
what I was
me.
getting at. Was the baby like a twin of Terry or what?
He
Yeah.
had a big beard,
It was like a
which is
mini Terry. It's like
which
a
is
mini mean
unusual for
Terry.
that age, but uh, yeah, it was that
Problem is
was
though, the problem is now you have to keep shaving his head every year so he keeps that mini persona.
Or I'll have to get a wig for myself.
Yeah, maybe that might work out.
I think every week Terry should wear a new wig. That
Every
would be
week I should
phenomenal.
wear a new wig. That's not a
Every
bad
or
idea,
every
though.
what? No, we'll do every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
That would
Just
be
change up the wig
hilarious.
at every show. It'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 20. Like maybe you dip out for a minute, come back, and you got different hair. You know,
Oh my gosh.
like kind of doing like 80s David Lee Roth. Then you kind of like a flapper haircut.
No,
Then
get one of those buzzer mohawk wigs.
Yes. Yeah, I could do that with.
Hey,
Just
blimey, let's talk about some toys, eh?
So what? So you guys had a good time though, huh? At Kentuckiana
yeah,
Winterfest.
man.
Yeah, it was a weird show because of the impending snowstorm, which I guess we're still getting. I mean, it
That's
did
a rumor.
snow.
That's
Oh,
a
It
rumor.
it's in full effect here.
Oh, okay. Well, it's snowing now. I mean, I guess we're gonna get it. I've been told to shut up about it at home because I've been real critical about it because I'm just like, where's the snow? It's like I can still walk out to my car. But
I was critical about it too, but now we have about 8 inches, I think.
okay, we're not there yet, but I'm sure it's coming. But
Louisville
so
was supposed to get 24 plus.
who
Did you see
knows?
those pictures? What was those pictures of where they people said they have never had snow in their entire life, and now it's like their entire house is blocked in like a block of ice. Did you see those pictures? I was like, good for you. I'm
Well,
glad.
I saw in some part of Russia they had this. I guess the storm we're getting now originated over by Russia or something, and people were jumping out of their apartment buildings in the snow. Like that's how high it was. Like cars were
Man,
completely.
I think all the cloud seeding and all of the chemtrails and the weather engineering. I think Destro may have fired up the weather dominator.
Yay!
I could
Did you
see
guys
it.
get any exclusives?
So David, real quick, you were saying about the show. So the show, about a third of the vendors were not there because of the weather. Like
Oh,
it
come
wasn't bad when we got there, but just the concern was them getting out. And then, so it was
The concern was everybody getting home.
and then it wasn't as busy as it normally is, but I tell you what, man, it was more fun. I ended up still finding stuff, and Dana White, I got a bone to pick with you, buddy. I hope you're watching. I hope you say something in chat.
Me
And
too, Dana.
I got a bone to
too.
pick with you. Coming up in the show, looking like Gandalf the White with that white beard and stuff. Dana the White made me spend $100 that I didn't want to spend.
So what'd you get, Dan? What'd you pick up at the show?
A case of the GI Joe, the last kind of run of 4-inch figures. What was it, the 40th, 50th anniversary Toys R Us exclusive Joes?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like we had access to those until that very last wave.
What,
Then
the
it was just
3-pack?
like
the 3-pack.
the 2-pack. It was the 2-packs.
Oh,
We got the
Did you get
2-packs.
those
So
from Miles?
huh?
Did you get those from Miles?
I got it from Marauder. Is that Miles?
Yeah, that's Miles.
Yeah, I can never remember his name. I remember Paul's name, and Paul wasn't there.
Yeah,
That
Paul's having some stuff going on, so he wasn't able to make it. And
yeah, hope he's okay.
Yeah,
And then
I
I
think he
got
will.
from Steve, the promoter of the show, super nice guy, and we're
Oh
actually
yeah,
going to be carrying these in the Zone Comics and Toys
he's a
along with
nice
the other
guy.
Super Joes.
Show
I
that.
got
Show that Gorgon.
Yeah, he's pretty
Gargan.
awesome. So I have to tell a quick story. When I was a kid, I had the original, and I didn't know it was related to GI Joe until like I don't know, 15 years ago. I was like, oh yeah, that was a Super Joe, because I thought it was like Amigo Star Trek guy I had, and this was like a monster or something. But this guy back in the day, you'd open this piece up and you put batteries in, and so that would light up. I don't remember if it made a sound or not. And then the head was squishy. This one's not. And this guy, Shogun Warrior Godzilla, and $6 Million Man, Bigfoot would wreak havoc on all my toys. Hot Wheels, Army Men, Lego, Star Wars, G.I. Joe. And so I have to say that the original NWO is just one member short. So
Shogun Godzilla.
Bigfoot is my new holy grail. And once I get him, I'm going to drink a bottle of bourbon and come down to the comic and toy room and have him attack everything.
So I'm going to go ahead and share screen here real quick.
There's mine up there, Dan. Can you see that real quick?
Oh.
You see that?
Yeah, I just need a
Gore,
nice one that's
King
loose.
of the Terrons.
Wow. He looks like he's got some problems.
He's been riding horses a lot. It's a really nice figure that Steve made, that his group made. I've got a couple of the Super Joes. I still have them in package. I think I'm going to go ahead and open them up and like pose them all out. I just got to find a spot for them.
Good luck on that, brother.
They look really nice.
A lot of those Super Joe figures from the 70s, if you open those up, they're going to fall apart.
Oh, these are the new ones. These are the ones that the newer ones.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not. Oh yeah,
you
you let the air hit them. It's like the A-Team figures, the little ones. If you open up, the weapons accessories just pretty much evaporate. But no, it was a really nice figure, and I'm glad Dana White wasn't around when I bought that, because I would probably ended up with a case of them. Dana the White, or whatever you call yourself now, Dana Stormbringer.
Dana the White, yes.
Old Crow, or whatever you call yourself.
I sent him the link to join us on the stream, but I haven't heard back from him.
Oh, he's not going to come on here. I'll give him hell. No,
he is snowed in or stuck.
I always love seeing Dana at that show. That's one of the highlights for me. Super nice guy. Super nice guy. Yeah, we always have fun and funny conversations.
Yes.
Some of which can't be repeated on here because of FCC rules, even though that doesn't govern YouTube. But I'll keep it clean. But no, he's a great guy, and I was like, you just made me spend $100. He said, I'll make you spend another 100. I'm like, just get away from me.
He would too.
He would. He's just got this calming Gandalf power, and it just somehow I had my shirt off too. He's like, take your shirt off and run around. And I was like, whoa, what am I doing? Like, he's weird like that. But
so one of the things that we talked about while we were standing there in the middle aisle of the show, man, if I'm just gonna say that, like, if you're watching this, if you're gonna be a vendor at a show, if you're bringing stuff to sell, don't be rough with it. Don't beat it up and treat it like garbage if you're trying to sell it to somebody, because they don't want to buy something that's beat to hell because you can't take care of it as a vendor. We saw a lot of stuff, and we have over the years, where people are taking mint in box sealed stuff that they're trying to sell, yet they're just slinging it into totes and getting it banged up and scuffed up and beat up.
Yeah, 50-year-old plastic, man. You can't do that. You got to be gentle.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
people don't want to buy that, and they're taking it home at the end of the show because it didn't sell, because it looked like they pulled it out of a dumpster.
Do you remember the one booth that you pointed out to me where the guy doesn't know anything about the product, but he just like sells it?
I would never point anything out like that at all.
He was behind you. My best friend's son ended up buying a bunch of Star Wars guides from him because he had like a loose tote, and he had a bunch of clone troopers. And then he asked him about a POC Techno Viper. And he's like, PO what? He's like, the POC Techno Viper. And he was like, I don't know what that is. And it's like, you're selling GI Joe stuff. How do you not know what that is?
Yeah,
And
and it's
you know,
and
also the
there's
also
nothing
the
necessarily wrong with it, man. But it's like, if you don't know the product that you're selling, that kind of hurts your deal there a little
well,
bit.
another thing too, to add to what Terry's saying, I think David would agree on this too. If you're going to resell, and we resell at my shop, obviously, and I resell on the store eBay and my eBay, uh, clean and complete, or list what's not complete
Yeah,
or what's broken. Like it takes no effort to clean this stuff. Um,
right.
you know, I have to give a shout out to Michael French from Retro Blasting because my flag that I've had for several years had this like grime on the deck and I couldn't get it off. And I say, man, what do you recommend? He said, Dawn dish detergent. Sure enough, it looks like it's brand new. So you can
Yeah,
clean stuff even if it's been on there for years. And it just, I know like you're not going to get it perfect. It's not going to look like it came out in 1985. But I mean, I've seen stuff that looks like it has dried up mud inside of it. And I'm like, you can't sell that. You know,
right.
give it to me for $10 and I guess I'll spend a day cleaning it, but not for 100, you know, or 150. But
Well,
I
see, that's the
overall,
thing, man. They bring in, like, some people bring in dirty stuff to shows, and they want a premium price for it,
I
and
don't
you got to
get
go
that.
clean it.
I've noticed that a lot at that show here in the last couple of years. And then the very first time they did I can't remember if it was the very first time they did the winter show. I can't remember if that was at the old location or it was at the new location. But the very first time they had it at the new location, the current location, that was an excellent show, and it felt like a legit show. And there was one vendor, I won't say it's their name, and they had brought a bunch of modern sculpt figures that they had. I don't think they had any weapons, which is fine because I've got tons of weapons. But my best friend and I were going through this tote. I was finding troop builders for me, him, my son, and they were like $8 to $10 a pop, and we couldn't believe it. And then I also found one guy who I've seen a couple times, and he was selling some stuff at a really great deals. And then like the next show, they had none of that stuff, and it was just like broken vintage toys, dirty vintage toys, or very super overpriced vintage toys with like no reconciliation with what the current market value is.
Yeah,
Like you can't sell, and let's be honest, on eBay, if you track the last 10 years of eBay pricing for Star Wars figures, for GI Joe figures, it's all over the place. Some years there's a high, some years there's a low, some years you can't move it, and some years you can't get enough of it.
yeah.
Transformers seem to be a little bit more stable, but Joe, Star Wars,
I think
is,
Joe is going to start going back up again because the classified prices are going up so high. People are starting to get priced out on classified.
And people
So
are
that
starting
means,
to buy vintage stuff again. I've
yep.
noticed that.
So
yeah.
vintage is going to start going up again, and God, it's already expensive as it is. But
Oh yeah. Did you have any? Well, you didn't spend any money, Terry. David, if you went, what would your holy grail be?
I've been trying to find a mint on card box set of Tomax and Saymont from 1985 with the
Ooh.
mirror packaging. That would be my number one thing. And I almost bit the bullet on it a couple years ago, and it was going to be like $500. And I could not reasonably do that. And now it's like $1,000.
Yeah, so I mean, $500 doesn't seem too bad now looking back.
Yeah.
Gosh, I was there was one guy I bought one of the new Shogun Warriors from, and I got to him about an hour too late because he had Poseidon or as what's his name Brick Monolith calls it Poison Dawn. He had one of him, and I missed out on it, and I wanted it. So Plaid Stallions, that's his other name. The Plaid Stallions channel. They do all the 70s Migos and Shogun Warriors.
So do you have a big collection of Shogun Warriors? I don't know what all's in that set.
No, I have the Godzilla I showed, and then I picked this guy up last year at the show, last summer. He's a new version. He's not the original, but he's, I mean, good enough for me.
Didn't somebody have an original version at the show?
The guy next to you, the one I was talking about, he had one of the rare ones, and I just didn't want to spend the money on it because when I was a kid, I had Raideen and I had Godzilla, and then I had like coloring books, and I had some of the small ones, the die-cast metal, which I think I've got. I've got this one. This is one I had when I was a kid, and I had a Mazinger. If I'm saying that right.
So what does that do?
That one does nothing. It's just a 3 3/4 inch figure. But the big one, like his missiles come off, his hands shoot off, his head is a little ship.
Oh, his head's a ship. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's where the pilot lands.
I don't know anything about Shogun Warriors, so
well, there's like it's too much to. I just think they look cool, and it's very nostalgic for me. And so, like my ultimate. Well, I want to get that Bigfoot. That's one of them. And there was a guy that had one there last summer, but he totally ignored me when I asked him about a price of something, and then I just ended up buying it. The thing I was looking at, I bought somewhere else for cheaper. So I was like, I don't think I can have free gold bars, and I'm not going to go to his booth again. That's the other thing. Like, learn to speak to people. Seriously, like, learn to speak to people. You're not. What's that Glenn Ross movie where Alec Baldwin's like, you see this watch, it's worth more than your life. You don't have to be like that in high pressure sales.
Yeah, dude, I try to talk to everybody. I don't
but
care
at least say hello.
I try to talk to everybody.
Hey, Terry, was Will Wells there?
Yeah, Will and I went to me, my wife, Will, and Dino went to dinner
at that restaurant right there in the front.
Huh?
At that restaurant right there in the front of the convention
No,
center?
it was closed for remodeling. We ended up going to Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, man, that restaurant is really good.
It is. And I'm sure
one?
it'll be good the next time we go.
Yeah.
Which restaurant?
The one
the
that's
Fish House.
Fish House. They got good food in there, some good jambalaya. They really good.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Very reasonably priced. Terry treated us.
They are. You're not gonna like empty your wallet going there to eat and have a few drinks.
No. But I ate there the last time I was there.
You haven't gone with me, so that you would empty your wallet on,
Well, go with us next time. Dan,
I might. What?
I'll buy you an old fashioned. Go with us next time.
Okay, twist my arm. I'm there.
Yeah. Have somebody babysit your kid. Come on over and have fun.
Did you go to the show? No, I was at the restaurant, and Terry bought me drinks, and I never left. I don't know what happened. I wanted to buy that Bigfoot. The guy wouldn't talk to me, so I had a drink.
So you said you didn't get anything, Terry?
No, I didn't buy anything, dude. I mean, I can't get to it right now. It's in a tote, but I did get a gift from Hendo, and it's funny because he shows up.
Hendo, he's a nice guy.
Gives out gifts and then disappears. He shows up at the end of the show. It's funny, dude.
Hendo's a really nice guy. He's on my channels, and he comes in and says hello. And
again, another one of those like favorite people to see at the show. He's I talk to him outside of that too sometimes, and like he's one of the most pleasant people that you could ever talk to.
Yeah.
And I tell you, the cool thing about the show is that, you get to go as a consumer, get to go and find some stuff to add to your collection or complete your collection or whatever. But then you also see a bunch of guys with their kids, and some ladies and their kids that you see every year. People that might be obviously some customers from my store. Hell, one day I think it was the summer show or the last winter show. It was like the zone took over like aisle 3. It was like all me and my customers. It was crazy. And I was like, I thought I wasn't working today. Like, do I need to go get your books? But no, it's just cool. And it's cool too when you see like their kids with them and their kids are into it.
Right.
Like one of my favorite things was in JoeCon 2018, the last official JoeCon. I saw so many young kids with their dads. Dad, I found Shipwreck. Oh yeah, let's get him. Who else is on your list, son? And Wyatt gave me a list of figures he wanted, and I surprised him. I got him a Metalhead because we've been watching the. Can't believe I'm going to say this. We've been watching the G.I. Joe Dick cartoon, and
God, how can you watch that?
He's like, yeah, this is not as good as the other one, and I'm like, no, it's not.
Yes.
But it just, I don't know. Like, I certain episodes I think I can get through a little bit better. I just pretend it's not G.I. Joe. But Metalhead's on a lot of it, and he's like, "Who's this goofy guy?" I was like, "Well, he's a Cobra guy. Is he crazy?" Yeah, apparently so. So I got him a Metalhead, and he was happy about that.
Did you
So
get him a custom grandma to go with it?
No, not yet.
What is
I'm
it?
not doing that episode with him. We're skipping that.
What is it?
His grandmother's in an episode, and they go on an adventure. Him and Nagahide and the grandmother. It is the most ridiculous thing you've
Well, she
ever
also
seen.
takes over Cobra in another episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It makes me want to watch that, dude.
Oh, it's
no,
terrible. You're
no.
gonna.
That's
As
how
much
they
as I
found.
may annoy you, Terry, that thing's like 100 times more annoying than me.
What is it?
Deke.
Like, is it like his actual grandma, or is it a robot?
Yes,
Yes, it's his grandmother.
Granny. Yeah,
Yeah, I wanna watch
that's. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell people this, but I had found out that how they found out Bin Laden's location back in what was it, 2012 or
Had something to do
2011.
with Pepsi or something.
No, they played the Dick cartoon, and the people surrendered where he was. They were like, "He's in Pakistan. I'll take you there."
No, they didn't. It was
They played that cartoon over and over and over. And they were
He
just
was
like,
he's addicted to Pepsi, and they tracked the sales of the Pepsi.
yeah, because he had to watch that cartoon. He couldn't handle it anymore. He went mad, and his guys, like, "Oh, I was his bodyguard. I can't deal with it anymore." Yes, he's over there. That's how they found him. Playing that cartoon had one good purpose. It breaks prisoners.
It has some cool
That's
characters.
hilarious.
I'll say the only thing that I like that has any redeeming qualities, it has some really cool characters that I like. Like it has Cesspool, it has Slice and Dice.
I don't know, man. I thought it was pretty cool that Falcon got addicted to meth.
I didn't. I thought that was dumb. It was characteristic from an idiot character. Yeah, that interpretation. Yeah.
Yeah, I
ruined
remember that.
character. I don't know how anybody can like that character after all the dumb things that he's done.
Yeah, Falcon getting addicted to meth was probably about the best highlight of the series.
Oh boy.
I still love that it goes kind of part and parcel with it, but it's the Cobra Pogo commercial.
Oh, I
Cobra
love that.
Commander's screaming, "I'm over here! I'm over there!"
I love that. I love the pogo.
It's
I would
so
love
crazy.
I would love a classified pogo with springs that made it bounce, and it'd be like this big, but it would be.
Dude, I
awesome.
saw somebody is designing a 3D model of one
You're
that
kidding.
will use shocks from an RC vehicle, like a Traxxas RC vehicle.
That'd
Wow,
be pretty cool.
I would love that. I love the pogo. I think it's a fun vehicle.
Oh, David, I'm at issue 100 of the in the compendium.
Oh, good. So you
Commanders-
just they just eliminated one of my favorite characters, and one of my other favorite characters came back.
Which one?
One of them begins with a 7, and one of them begins with a C and a C.
Well, yeah, Cobra Commander comes back. Oh, Fred 7.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're all in the landlocked freighter. They're not doing so hot.
Yeah, half of those people that got landlocked in that freighter that supposedly died, half of them come back to life.
Oh, I know, it's ridiculous. Like I was in the landlocked freighter, but I found a way out
Yeah,
along with everybody else.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
They only
Is that the
killed
one that
off.
got buried under a volcano?
Yes, they only kill off like the most useless characters. And actually, I liked Captain Min because that was a thing where I wrote a letter to Larry Hama when I was a little child, and I said, "Hey, who's this guy that's popping up on Cobra Island? He sneaks up in these little hatches and things like that." He says, "Well, if you promise not to tell anybody, I'll tell you who it is because we haven't revealed who that is. But it's going to be Captain Min." And they end up killing Captain Min off in issue 100. I was furious.
You're like,
Yeah,
oh, it's
Raptor.
Captain. You're like, oh, it's Captain who?
And Raptor gets killed off. He's one of the ones that stays dead. I was like, what?
Oh, he got played out. He helped bury Cobra Commander, helped find Cobra Commander, tried to get on his good graces, and he just got his ass kicked right into that freighter. It was so funny.
No, I like Raptor.
And then he's like, "You too, Mindbender." Throws him in too.
Dr. Mindbender gets out. Firefly gets out. Billy gets out. Who else gets out?
Hell, they probably all got out.
No, not all of them.
Well, yeah, but if you're Raptor, would you want to like show back up or just like go back to the world of accounting?
I don't know. I would go
You
back.
know what I mean?
and
Like,
read
like
them
you
up.
look, you already got the world against you. You're wearing a bird suit, and then secondly,
HK Viper in the house. Delta
Well,
17.
He had to have gotten out because he's in Skybound's G.I. Joe.
That doesn't mean anything.
I know, I'm making a joke. So what else did you get, Dan?
oh gosh, I got some
That's what
jokes
I
for
got.
Wyatt. I got some Cobra Troopers. I got Destro's Dominator.
Did you
The
get
two-
any Ghost Agent stuff?
No, I did
So
not.
I got Rocco was there, and
Yes.
I got 2 books from him, 2 of his Ghost Agent books, and then we kind of found out that like one of the guys who does artwork for Ghost Agents is also Rick Lopez. Is Rick Lopez, who also did some stuff for the upcoming comic and toy line that we're working on.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Rick seems to be kind of all over the place. Rick Lopez has Cosmic Cat as his own property, but he did some stuff for Ghost Agents too, and that's he works with Rocco a lot. So
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk to Rocco too much. I said hi to him and we talked for a minute. They sat him one year. They had him way out in the hallway,
oh yeah,
like almost out the front door.
I know that they do some feature stuff. So hopefully, if our Kickstarter is ready to launch by July, we can do something like that show as well.
It'd be cool, man. We do a panel or something.
Yeah, that would be fantastic to do like a half-hour panel or something.
We turn it into like a hip hop freestyle battle.
Yeah, I love it. Hip hop freestyle battle would be perfect.
Dan versus Terry with DJ David in the mix.
I'm hoping
I
that
am
we can-
terrible at raps. I can't rap to save my life.
It's okay. You just need to spin the records.
I'm hoping that at a minimum, me, you, and Dana could do like some kind of panel or something for it.
But no, because then
Sure,
Dana
You
would
want
make
me
me,
to interview you
Dana would
guys?
make me
Want
spend
be
money.
the MC? I can be the MC. I'm a very good interviewer.
Dana would make me spend money. We'd be in the middle of answering a question. So Dan, how do
Yes.
you like writing these characters? Well, Dana would be like, first free answer that. Dan, go spend $100. I'll be right back, guys. And then like, hey, look what I bought. Thanks, Dana. Yeah, David, you could MC it.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'll probably be there in July because we go up there to visit our families and stuff like that. And
Look at us putting the cart before the horse.
well, our family has been in really rough shape. I hope our family is going to be doing okay by the time July comes. That's you're right. I could be putting the cart before the horse.
Oh, I was talking about me and Terry. I have no reference to you on that, man. Hope your family and all that's doing okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, before we forget, what'd you guys think of the He-Man trailer?
I have some problems.
Speaking of
with
Energon
it.
Universe,
Buddy,
I have some problems with it.
so before David goes into his fanboy problems with it, I'm going to preface this by saying that I am not a He-Man fanboy. I never was a big fan of He-Man or the figures, but I watched the Netflix cartoons, the Revolution and Revelation. Loved them, thought they were great. Read some of the comics that were put out, thought the stories were great, and got into the Masterverse figures. Now, with the live action movie coming, I watched the trailer and thought that it looked fantastic. I thought that seeing all of the stuff from the original toy line was really cool, and it looks like they've done a good job maintaining that retro look. And I know that part of it takes place on Earth or whatever, but I don't really care about that because it's not something I have like a nostalgic grasp onto. I don't care about it. My daughter watched it, and that's going to be the first movie that I take her to see in a theater.
that's
She is
awesome.
super excited about going to see that movie, eating popcorn, and she's going to love it. So
David, before you destroy it and tear it down, I am a He-Man fan. I'm not a super fanboy or super fan of it, although I have a lot of He-Man stuff, if you can see. I don't know if you can see that, but I thought the trailer looked pretty awesome. The whole thing with it being on Earth, what from what I gathered, I don't know this for certain, but if you listen to the narration, the Queen, his mother, who is from Earth, sent him to Earth to protect him. And my guess is when he gets the sword, it activates something, and the bad guys and good guys show up to get him, and he gets out in time, and then he goes back to Eternia, and it's all on Eternia. It looked like it had a lot of the 2000X aesthetics, like the way Grayskull is.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was a great cartoon. The original cartoon's hard to watch. Some of them I can watch, some of them I can't. The 2000X cartoon I thought was pretty solid. I'm still a fan of the Dolph Lundgren movie. And it's funny because I've seen a lot of haters out there just like make that movie sound like it's The Godfather now, who's never even watched it because they don't like something about the. I don't think Adam needs to look like a juiced out steroid Jim Bunny. But
no, I don't think so either. But you know how He-Man fans are. They love a big, muscular, oiled up man in a loincloth.
Yeah, that's
I used to have a guy. I used to have a guy work for me, and his name was Queen Lady Daryl, and you can figure out what all that means. And he had the funniest thing about He-Man, about how He-Man was a big Jim Bunny, Skeletor and Evil Lyn were the old drag queens that would bring down, cackle. He's like Fisto, need I say more? He just like had this whole. I mean, I was in tears when he would.
Fisto's my favorite character,
but he's in it. I thought
that's my partner's favorite character too, Terry.
What's that?
That's my partner's favorite character too is Fisto.
He is so powerful.
Fisto, He-Man, I can't take it anymore. I've fisted too much, He-Man. I've given you the fist. So far, Skeletor, here's my fist. So let me get into my tirade. Okay, here we go. I agree a lot with what Dan had to say. I've been a long-time Masters Motu collector and fan. I have figures from every iteration. I have every cartoon. I have every comic book. I still collect all the stuff currently, all the 2 or 3 waves that they're doing currently. I love the 80s movie. I thought it was fantastic. I think they did the best they could with the budget they had and stuff like that. And all the actors never pretended that it was Gone with the Wind or Godfather or some Academy Award-winning property. They knew that it was fantasy, it was fun, it was for toys, it was for kids. So they all loved working on that property. All the actors to this day, Dolph Lundgren, Frank Langella, the actress that played Evelyn, all the other kids. Billy Barty, he passed away, but he loved doing that part. And so one of the big problems I had with that movie is that 2/3 of it is on Earth. And I don't think that He-Man should be on Earth, should be in Eternia, should be the fantasy. Lord of the Rings is in the Lord of the Rings world. Narnia is in Narnia. All these fantasy places are in those fantasy places. They're not on Earth, And so I hope, based on this trailer, that the first 2/3 is not stuck on Earth. Because if it is, I'm going to be very upset. What we did see of Eternia, I'm very happy about. What I did see of all the homages, because there are a little bit of homages for the entire history of Motu. There's stuff before Motu even came out that were by Big Jim and this other Conan type character and everything else that's in the film. And then there's variations of inspiration from 2000X, from classics, from the original 80s. There's little homages of different things from different versions that the director pulled from. They're not all uniform from one continuity. They're all from all different continuities. So from what I saw, most of it looks pretty good. I'm holding my final opinions until I see the movie. But if it's more on Earth than it is on Eternia, I'm not going to be happy.
I think that I thought the trailer looked pretty solid. If I didn't know what He-Man was, it would make me interested in it. I do know what He-Man is, and it made me very interested. And I have to admit, I got goosebumps when I saw Cringer. I just saw when he's sitting there kind of moving around on the platform, it gave me goosebumps because I always liked Cringer. Being a person that had a pet cat for 18 years. He was
One of
like
the-
my Cringer, you know,
One
and
of
so
the
it's
interesting, Dan, one of the interesting things about Cringer is they did not voice him in the trailer. People were speculating on the voice, but the guy that did the voice in the Revolution and the other Netflix animated series, those two, the voice of Cringer was absolutely perfect. That
well, they'll
is
probably
who,
do the
that's
probably
who
do
they
the
should have to
Hollywood.
be the voice of Cringer.
They'll probably do the Hollywood thing, and like Brad Pitt will be the voice of Cringer because he's
Yeah,
not a
which
voice
is
actor.
stupid. I'm serious. Terry, you watched those two masters. Did you like the Cringer voice in those?
It didn't bother me in any way.
I liked him on every aspect, or every, you know. I always liked him in the original cartoon and in the newer one.
Alan Oppenheimer did him in the original. But I really thought the guy that did him in the Revolutions or whatever, the two from Netflix, he had a humanity to the voice. It really resonated.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember who did that.
And it really was phenomenal. And that's who I think should do Cringer in the movie. I think that element, that piece of the puzzle, I think is important because he is the conscience of Adam. In a lot of ways in Masters of the Universe.
The one thing that I'm nervous about is that Jared Leto is in this movie.
Oh, he looks
And
fantastic.
Jared Leto is the destroyer of franchises.
I'm starting to like him now. I'm starting to go on to Terry's side of things.
Tron, Craven,
Yeah, dude, I don't
great
know why
with
people
Morbius,
dislike
whatever
Jared
it
Leto
was.
so much.
He was
I like
great in
Jared
Tron. He was great in Morbius, and he looks excellent in this. So
Well, I think Skeletor looked awesome.
You started to turn me, Terry.
Good. Jared Leto's not a bad guy, man.
But I thought it looked really cool. And then I can't wait till Sam Jackson shows up and asks Adam to join the Avengers at the end of the movie. Because Prince Adam will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Yes.
Those are the funniest memes when it says like Magnum PI will return in Avengers Doomsday, or you know, John Hannibal Smith will return.
Hey,
Avengers Doomsday.
Dan,
That movie's going to be the biggest bloated piece of you know what, and they apparently just fired Mark Ruffalo, which
What?
Let's not get on there. Let's not get on Mark Ruffalo. But there's an interesting cameo in the Masters of the Universe trailer. Did you pick up on it in that store? There was 3 or 4 cameo things.
I did. I did.
Okay,
tell me who it was.
all the
Conan.
cameos.
Huh?
Conan.
Oh yeah,
No, not Conan.
but the Conan He-Man.
Yeah.
Not the Conan He-Man. Who else? What else?
Dominus action figures.
Begins with ho.
Oh, Thundercats.
I missed that, and I will have to go back and watch it again.
You know
So
what? Maybe
everybody's speculating if He-Man does well, then we're getting a Thundercats movie next.
Hell yeah, dude.
that'd be awesome. That would be. Well, I think that they've got a lot riding on He-Man because if I understand correctly, what Mattel no longer owns He-Man.
Well, it's a little convoluted. The studio has a option to it, right? And they've been trying to do this movie for over 10 years now. Keeps getting rebooted, different writers, different directors. And so if it does well, then they have an option for it. Mattel has given that out to that studio that's doing it. So it's tricky.
Well, I thought like in 2026 or 2027, Mattel was no longer going to own He-Man because there was a big thing like potentially Hasbro could get the license.
No, they own the toy rights, and they.
No, I know, but I'm talking about they sold it because there was the whole property got sold with some buyout of something because they can't. That's why they can't have like they couldn't have She-Ra in the He-Man cartoon, and they couldn't reference the older cartoons.
That was a
like,
separate thing. That was a
No,
completely.
I know. I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the He-Man property in general. It's very confusing to me.
Several people own the rights to different things. There's certain people that own She-Ra, certain people that own He-Man. Back in the past, they did something with the rights, and because of She-Ra, there's some characteristic or some sort of thing, it split those two properties where they used to be one property or umbrella property or whatever. Something happened back in the 90s and the property got split, and that's why She-Ra is now considered her own property, and that's why she can have her own cartoons and this and that, her own toys and everything. So you have to kind of go to that person that has that and get the option to put it with the toy line. But there is definitely something there, but it has nothing to do with the movie. The movie thing's a separate thing altogether. I'd have to research to get all the specifics, but they're two different situations. And that's why She-Ra in the 2000X animated and cartoon and toy, they could only do a San Diego Comic-Con She-Ra as an exclusive, and she has no other reference in any of that 2000X because of that rights situation.
See, a friend of mine was actually saying about that, man, about how she wished that they would do something with She-Ra.
They did on Netflix. They did that one She-Ra cartoon where she turned into like a boy or something. Apparently, it was a decent cartoon, but it was in the height of gender swap properties and all that stuff. But
it was a very popular cartoon with a certain demographic, and they did the same thing with Thundercats afterwards. But I don't like that style of animation.
Oh, you're talking about that weird. I don't even know what you would call that type of animation, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like that Bobby World animation, or
then the Thundercats cartoon was kind of offensive because they made fun of the actor that played Panthro. He had died, and they just had like this skeleton in a cave or something, kind of making fun of it. And I was like, I'll never watch that. Screw that.
Both of them had their certain audiences, but they definitely weren't my Thundercats and She-Ra's. But they were both sought after by a certain demographic and audience.
Now there was a Thundercats cartoon that I watched. I don't remember what service I watched it on.
2011.
2009 through 11. That was a great cartoon. The writing was very good. I don't particularly care for the animation that much, but I thought the writing was really good with it, and the voices were good.
That one came out in 2011, and it was on Cartoon Network at like a really bad time frame.
It was that night because it was part of the whatever they call that night, Cartoon at Night or whatever.
As soon as they moved it to the mornings, the ratings shot up, but it was kind of too little, too late. Because Bandai did action figures, big ones and small ones.
There was all kinds of stuff during that period. Those really big Thundercats by that one company. There was two different.
I thought that was a cool cartoon. I still apart from the original
garbage animation style.
Yeah, I don't like it. There were people that did like it, but it wasn't my Thundercats. So
I'm sure that people exist that liked it, but I mean, it's no thanks.
Yeah. The She-Ra was less than that. It was actually a little bit better than that, but still, it wasn't my thing. The Voltron, I like the Voltron they had on there. That was excellent.
Yes, the Voltron, the Netflix Voltron is really good.
That's what I've heard.
Of a Voltron movie too. I don't know if that's coming.
I tell you, the original Thundercats cartoon, it could be campy or whatever, but I can still watch it. But man, it had a lot of mythology to it that I thought was really cool, and then just the art. The backgrounds they had, just the whole thing with like Mum-Ra's pyramid and spirits of evil and the black pyramid, and then like there's an episode where I almost said my son Wyatt, he'll have to face Mum-Ra one day, but Lionel's got the trial of strength, speed, cunning, all that stuff, and then the last day he's got to fight Mum-Ra, and then it's an old town, and like then he gets to the pyramid. It's just a lot of that was just so freaking cool. The whole planet.
That series, Dan, did 130 episodes. The mythology was very well established and set up for that and everything. They did a really good job. Peter Lawrence, he's probably going to be a guest at Joe Fest this year, who is the producer, writer of Thundercats and Silverhawks and Tiger Sharks. And I've seen some interviews with him, and it was a very interesting time, he said, during that. Rankin Bass was the producers of that, and it's a very well sought after cartoon. The toys are doing very well from Super 7 and stuff, and I think 3-0. Who's the one that does the 1/12th Terry Thundercats?
I'm not 100% sure.
It's not.
The 2011 cartoon established a connection with Silverhawks because there's an episode where you see Monstar on a screen.
It was always established in the original 3 series because they all have different Earths: Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3.
Hey,
And
what Thundercats are you asking me about? Are you talking about like Mezco 112?
yes, I think it's Mezco. Is it the ones that are really big?
No. Oh, you're talking about if I can try it on the tip of my Mondo.
Mondo, yes.
Mondo
doing
makes
some
nice stuff.
beautiful, beautiful Thundercats right now. Along
Their
with
medium stuff is off the chain.
Yeah, they've got an off the chain price too. $225 for Lion-O,
Yeah.
$265 for Mumra.
They're expensive, but they're nice.
There's a $550. That's an eBay price. Let's look at the Mondo shop and see how much they are at retail.
Man,
but
I don't know. I think
$80 for Mumra.
How do you think they would do with Thundercats? Do you think it would be just humanoid cat people, or what would they do with something like that?
A lot of CGI.
I have to say, I really like the Motu Thundercat figures that have come out so far. I hope they continue that. I think I've got all of them. No, the Motu Origins Thundercats.
Oh,
yeah, they're awesome. I love them.
I would be more inclined to get into Thundercats if it was done in a Masterverse format.
I'd like to see something like that too.
Well, they're about, I don't know, like 15 waves in at Super 7 now. They've gone and done way more characters than they did originally in the original.
Are you talking about for the Ultimates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that I never see anybody talk about with the Masterverse figures is quality problems.
No, they make really, really awesome figures. I was collecting them for a little bit, and then I was told by my best friend I can't collect Masterverse and Origins, so I decided to go with Origins.
I mean, they're both cheap and easy to get a hold of.
Yeah, and they look great.
But Origins, I think the Masterverse figures look better because they're more. They don't have that weird proportional look that the Origins figures had.
Yeah.
They're a fun line. They're a fun line to collect. And I've often said, like, if they did a Thundercats line in the scale of Masterverse, and that's why I popped when I saw they were going to at least do them in Origins, because I thought, man, they did such a great job with Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain that you could do a Cat Slayer, a Thunder Tank. I don't know if they're going to do much more or they're going to do a lot more, but I hope they do. But yeah, Masterverse line would be great.
But Super 7's done 2 Thunder Tanks and a Cat Slayer.
I was just wondering if you want your driveway shoveled. Oh, no, we're not going anywhere, man. Thank you, though. Have a good day. You too. Somebody asking if we wanted the driveway
We're now a call-in show, folks. We're a call-in show.
Yes, we're now a call-in show.
That was the snowman from Hook Mountain. He made a guest call on the Toy Talk. He heard us talking about Thundercats. Him and Snow Meow are walking around clearing out driveways. Thundercats had a really great.
Power to them, dude. I'm just not interested in having my driveway cleared because I'm not going anywhere. Like, I took a vacation day for tonight anyway, so I don't have to work. And like, I might have to go to work tomorrow night. They might close it. I don't know.
Who is real quick? Who is your all's favorite non-Thundercat character?
Can I show this first?
What is it?
This is the Torpedo from Haya.
I don't see anything.
You don't?
Oh, he looks nice.
Yeah, much more whiter than I thought.
I saw a lot of glare. I'm sorry. But I do see now. Oh. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, I thought I was getting Spirit. Every time I think I'm getting Spirit, they send me a different one. I've still got a Spirit on the way and a Bazooka on the way that I haven't gotten here. But yeah, this is really nice. It's much more whiter than I thought. I thought it would be gray. Torpedo would be gray, but it's white. And I like the articulation and the little bits of red. Looks beautiful.
So real quick, who's your all's favorite non-Thundercat character?
Or what?
Who was your favorite character in Thundercats that was not one of the Thundercats?
Oh, that's easy.
Okay.
I wasn't that big into it, so I don't really have a favorite.
I like Mandora.
I like the Samurai. Now, speaking of well, Ras Bankin was the Thundercats, but Filmation was He-Man. I tell you another Filmation property that I would love to see get made into a movie and come back is Brave Star. Brave Star was amazing. Love
Those
that
people,
cartoon. Love the toy line. I've got the Ramen Toys
you
Marshall.
did? You pre-ordered that?
No, I already have it, and I've got the I forget what they call 3030, but I've got him pre-ordered.
Did you pre-order all those, Terry? No.
I haven't pre-ordered anything, brother.
Oh, wow.
Then I think there was some connection between Rio Blast and Brave Star, maybe.
I believe it was Brave Star and the cartoon that was earlier, something else star. Who was that?
Well, Black Star was
Black
like
Star and Brave Star connected somehow.
I think Black Star and He-Man connected because there's things in the He-Man cartoon that reference John Blackstar, which I think it'd be cool if they incorporated Black Star into the Origins line, like they did Sunman, and yeah, I think that'd be really cool. Just grow it, make it huge.
I don't know, man. That's one of the reasons that I kind of got away from the Masterverse figures a little bit. And it's not that I'm completely done with them because there's more that I want, but it seems like they started to just throw anything and everything into that line and make it
everything.
Make it too expansive.
Yeah.
It's almost like making Lara Croft a G.I. Joe.
Because they have all of the She-Ra characters, all the bad guys in She-Ra, Sunman, all the bad guys in Sunman. Like variations.
More the merrier, man. More the merrier.
Now they're doing the 2000X. They're doing the 2000X He-Man as part of Masterverse. So you've got to like kind of figure out what you want and what you don't, because it's not all going to be in the same universe. The 2000X is a certain aesthetic where the old He-Man doesn't match. And what they went with Masterverse was a modern update of the original He-Man. So that's not going to match 2000X. So you don't necessarily have to get those. You don't need to get Sunman if you don't want them. You don't have
Barry,
to.
do you have the Skeletor throne from Masterverse?
I don't. I actually
nice. That's the only two Masterverse I have is Skeletor with the throne, and then I've got the 40th anniversary He-Man kind of like facing off against him. Because I have this display in the entertainment room. It's like the Holy Grail or the Holy Trinity of the 80s. It's He-Man, G.I. Joe, and then Transformers.
Isn't that throne still available?
I don't know.
Was that a Mattel's Creation exclusive?
I got it through Diamond, I believe, back in the day.
Yeah, it looks like Big Bad Toy Store. Oh yeah, it's $86 on Amazon.
It's pricey.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, it looks good. I remember being just like amazed at how good that first Skeletor that they came out with in the Masterverse line. That I don't remember what they called him, Supreme Skeletor or whatever. Like the one.
Oh, there. What with the cool package where it folds open, all gold and everything?
No, not that one.
Skeleguide.
It'll take me a second to look it up. Y'all can keep talking.
So what is your favorite? You said Hachiman, right?
Yes, Hachiman.
I'm hoping that we get some more vehicles in Super 7 with Silverhawks and the Thundercats. I want to get the Mirage. I think they did the tank for Thundercats. They've got to do the Mirage for Silverhawks.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really collect the Super 7 stuff. I mean, I get the Super 7 articulated GI Joes, but I was doing Thundercats and Turtles for a while, but it was just I can't get all of them. It's too pricey, even at the discount I get, and just they don't come out frequent enough for me. But I think they're nice. But I'm with Terry. I'd love to see like a Masterverse-esque style of Thundercats. But I'm hopeful that with Origins, I think the Origins Thundercats are pretty nice, and I'd like to see them do stuff with those because I think they could easily do a Thunder Tank, a Cat's Lair, a Fist
I
Pounder.
don't know. Those are going to be quite big. But they did a couple
There you go.
vehicles with Thunder. Oh, that
Oh, yeah.
one. The Skelegod.
Skelegod was his name. Yes.
Yep.
And I thought that this was so cool, man, that they did such a great job with that. And
Snake
I love
Supreme Cobra Commander Skeletor
with it. And really liked these figures because I'm like kind of mildly into the whole barbarian thing. And then you add in the sci-fi elements of it, and it really kicks it up.
Oh, yeah. They have a really nice balance of Masters of the Universe with fantasy, sci-fi, a little horror, and heroic barbarian. Yeah, it's all nicely woven within that. It's taken them years to really get to a good position with it because it was in different genres back in the day.
Well, man, I remember how hard it was to get that original, that Scare Glow that they came out with the first go around with the fold-out box and the pieces that lit up and all that stuff. And I was lucky enough that I got him. I got him on Mattel Creations website.
I thought the Motu Classics were pretty cool. I never got into those personally, but I thought they were awesome. And I wanted that.
The Matty Collector line?
Yeah, sorry. I wanted that dragon so bad because I thought he was so cool.
Ranimir?
The cartoon.
Oh,
yeah.
man. That is, whoo, boy, is that nice. But that was probably the most expansive and inclusive Masters of the Universe line that has ever existed. They did like nearly 800 pieces in that line. Vehicles, critters, figures, every figure you could possibly imagine. And now there's obviously a bunch of new stuff that wasn't in it, but it's probably the most premium collection. If you can get all of that, it's a nice set. That Castle Grayskull is next level. Probably the best Castle Grayskull ever made.
I remember seeing that at San Diego Comic-Con. And I was looking at that and I was like, holy smokes. It's like oh man, I really want to get something like this. But I was like, nope.
And then Super 7 ended up doing the Snake Mountain opposite to it, and it looks really good. I wasn't able to get it. And now they're talking about doing the Horde Mountain or whatever, and that looks pretty interesting.
The Fright Zone. There's somebody at the Louisville Toy and Antique Toy Mall who was closed yesterday before the snowstorm hit because I was going to spend my last $21 there. They have a Castle Grayskull from that Classics line, and they have the Eternia playset, and I don't think the $21 would have bought either one of those. But
see, I would probably buy the Castle Grayskull if they made it for the Masterverse line.
It's the same scale.
Actually it is because weren't they 7-inch?
Matty Collector, and that castle would work perfectly fine for those.
It might.
I think that'd be a great.
I'm also not really interested in buying something that's from a different line and trying to incorporate it into this line.
You should get one and make it your crystal ball castle.
Ooh,
and,
yes.
It'd be all freaky and stuff, and then Snake Mountain could be like Cobra Law, or something like that. And I know that Snake Man Castle, a buddy of mine went in on that because he wants to make that a Cobra base because it's just got all the snake motifs and all that, and it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, they incorporated the Sunbow, not the Sunbow, the Filmation and the comic book version into that. So it's much bigger than the vintage one, and it incorporates so much more stuff, moats and this and that. And it has you can go on, I think, Super 7's website and buy the mat to go around Castle Grayskull and the mat to go around Snake Mountain.
That's cool. Looking on, check this out. Just looking on the Mattel Creations website, they have a She-Ra figure on here. We were talking about She-Ra a while ago.
Is it the one with the horse?
Yeah.
Swiftwind?
Spirit?
Yeah,
Swiftwind.
It's pretty cool.
Is that Masterverse or Origins?
Origins.
Ooh.
I have the Origins.
How much is it? I can't see.
No, I have the Matty Collector.
$60.
Well, I got $21. So I'm gonna wonder if they'll cut me a deal.
Man, they're making a lot. This looks like fucking King Randor looks like the Burger King.
Yeah, that's what he's coined as. That's the Burger King.
They should have made Queen Marlena look like Burger Queen.
And see, I think that they're making the Origins figures. They're starting to make them look a lot like the Masterverse figures. I just wish these were 6-inch scale.
Well, I'm curious. I'm curious to see, and we haven't seen anything yet. I guess we'll see at Toy Fair what the toy line's going to look like for the He-Man movie, because you know they're going to do toys.
Dude,
People have
check
been
this
sharing
out.
all kinds of stuff on Instagram for the movie already.
Oh,
The
is there?
Anti-Eternia He-Man for
Send
the
me some links,
Masterverse
David.
line looks
When you get a
awesome.
chance,
What was that?
send me some links of that when you get a chance.
Okay, I will. If I see some stuff, I've been watching it since that trailer dropped. They've been showing pictures of
I
it.
tell you, the neat thing about He-Man is like it came out in '82, and it just kind of it's part of that '80s fantasy genre. You know,
Yeah.
like Krull, Sword,
Conan.
Excalibur, Conan. It
Yeah.
really hit that, and then like you said, David, it had that sci-fi flair to it. So it had like a little dash of Star Wars. You know, it hit a really cool vibe in the '80s.
Yeah.
Hey, does
And it
anybody
just-
know what not to just change the subject, but does anybody know what figures are coming out in the next Super 7 G.I. Joe O-Ring line?
No, the
Oh,
next batch has not been announced yet. They only showed the last batch. That's all that is known.
Dude, this
what's
Moss
the
Man looks badass.
That's
Which
like
one?
the ultimate Moss Man. The one that came out was the one. What was her name? Mara. There was Snake Eyes Arctic. There was Scarlet Arctic, and then there was
I think I
Well,
saw
Destro, the Arctic Destro.
no,
He's
that was the one
nice.
before. That Arctic Destro was the wave before. It was Arctic,
Oh,
Scarlet, Snake Eyes, Mara, and Cobra Commander with the cape and the whole spiel. Cape Cobra Commander.
Yeah, I
Those
haven't
are-
seen those. I haven't seen those. Now maybe I've seen the Arctic Snake Eyes, unless that's a repaint.
No, that was in that wave. It was Arctic,
Oh.
Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Mara, and Cobra Commander. Oh no, it was Glow in the Dark Snake Eyes. Sorry, the Arctic was the wave before. It was the Glow in the Dark Snake Eyes with the
Now,
The
David, since you have
energy.
since you're apparently a stockholder of Super 7 and having it with them, are we getting vehicles? We're getting play sets. Like, what's up?
There's been a lot of debate on this. Super 7 has been toying with it. They said maybe this year they've been watching and looking and stuff like that. And I think we may end up finally getting our ass bit. I hope.
Oh, that would be cool.
I've been talking to him every time I do an interview. He's like, well, what vehicle would you like, David? I said the Aspen. I've said it 6 times on 6 different interviews. That's the one vehicle no one has. And it could fit 4-inch, could fit O-ring, it could fit Reaction Plus, could put Reaction in it. You could put 90% of G.I. Joes from 82 till now in it, not classified, obviously.
I told
But
somebody if I had
everybody
a dollar for every time David brought that up, I would be retired, and I'm actually officially retired now.
I need to know where Lone Dragon got these for half price. I would definitely be in for some Masterverse at half price.
Target clearance.
Target clearance. I'll get on Target. Check it out.
Go to Ollie's because they have the classics Castle Grayskull and Eternia. You know, because that's everybody waits for Ollie's and Ross.
I want the classic Snake Mountain. That's what I want.
Teasing.
I have the Castle Grayskull already.
You have the classics?
Yep.
Oh wow! You should do a.
I have 4 Castle Grayskulls. I have
You
the
should-
original. I have the original Castle Grayskull, 2000X, Matty Collector, and Classics.
You should do a video on those.
I don't really have a channel to put Masters of the Universe on that much. If
Yeah,
I did,
but still, it's toys. I mean, you talk about toys.
yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, or it could be a toy talk special. What to do, like the little CBS special thing, hitting
I
the.
just usually do what Terry wants us to do 90% of the time.
We do what we're told.
Because I'm in charge. Yes.
I love that new name you got on there, Attack 'em Aura.
I forgot to change that. Yeah.
And we're 5 minutes over our time limit. Are we getting booted out of here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
No,
good to
okay.
go.
Okay.
You guys want to keep talking?
Yeah, I'm good too. Have
What,
you been
Terry
paying-
kills and then Terry kills the stream.